Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey podcast, episode 249. What up?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Chris is on the other line. How you doing? Welcome.
I'm on the line. 249. You realize that's one less than 250?
Yeah, you're a long-time listener, first-time caller, right? You remember that? People would call into radio shows? Long-time listener, first-time caller. All right, what do you got? I want to make a request.
I
like to hear Stevie Wonder, Superstitions.
I want to hear Stairway to Heaven. No stairway! No stairway!
Anything but Stairway to Heaven.
What is that from?
That's a great fucking song.
Yeah,
that was, Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. They're in the music store.
Excellent.
and Garth is at the drums.
Yeah, he starts, There we go. We're always off on a tangent at the beginning of our podcast here. So
that's
here we
a great
are.
goddamn movie.
It really is. It really is. It's good stuff.
They always fuck you in the drive-thru.
Is that from that movie? That's right. Oh.
Yep. Hell yeah. They want a cruller. Remember the cruller?
That's right.
Is that how it's pronounced? Cruller?
Cruller.
Cruller? I don't know.
Cruller.
Whatever. Must be a Wisconsin thing. Who the fuck
I think
knows?
it is. So, back to wheeling. You went wheeling today. You know, I don't think we ever revealed your buggy on that podcast. We teased it.
That's
teased
right.
it a couple of times and we never said. But I saw a video of you wheeling today.
I went wheeling. I went rock crawling today. It was fun. Yeah, we didn't do a reveal. I know we teased it pretty hard a few episodes ago. And we never followed up at the end of the episode to do the reveal. But I mean, it's.
Are you going to let the cat out of the bag or the buggy out of the bag?
I bought a buggy. That's right. But people are going to be woohoo! Damn it! I bought an RC remote controlled car, axial Caprara, 1/18th scale.
Oh, it's 18th, yeah.
Yeah, 1/18th scale rock crawler. Thing's badass. I mean, it's so fun. I mean, you can just sit there in a chair with a glass of wine or a glass of whiskey and just wheel in a rock garden. I mean, when I actually bought that, as the listeners probably know, I bought it at King of the Hammers down in Hammertown.
Yeah, and who'd you get it from?
Randall. Ecto Sports.
Ecto Motorsport. Yeah, Ecto Sports, right?
Ecto Sports. Axial. He was working the booth. And you and I walked in there when we were doing our tour of Hammertown early in the week. And, true to Jason Green nature, he'd never talk anybody out of spending money. So,
right.
You just do it.
YOLO. You only live once.
So I ended up dropping some coin on the buggy, on the race RC car. And, I've been kind of waffling on that thing for the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years.
Sure.
I'm going to buy one. Finally, I said, you know what? It's time to do it. I have the money. So I pulled the trigger and man, that thing's just a load of fun. I mean, it's just you set up a rock garden. I actually started building a rock garden behind my camper.
Did you really?
Yeah, King of the Hammers. I had that pile of. I mean, there's plenty of rocks there, right? I mean, it's the desert and it's Hammertown or it's Johnson Valley, so there's no shortage of rocks. So I just kept collecting rocks from around our campsite and piling them into a nice rock garden and kept fiddling around with it. But so this afternoon, I went over to our buddy Ira's house, and he has a
supporter of the podcast.
That's right. He has a rock remote control truck, also much bigger. I think it's 1/8 or 1/10 scale. And we ended up just drinking wine in his backyard, and he has a bunch of cobble and a bunch of obstacles. We were just driving around in his backyard.
So you were drinking and driving today.
I was drinking and driving but it was safe. It was remote controlled. But then, we were speeding pretty fast, and then this remote controlled freaking police car came out of nowhere. And
Really? Did it?
Yeah.
Was it like Super Troopers?
Absolutely.
So I'll pull over. We are pulled over. We'll pull over further. I can't, man.
Pull
you
over
boys
right
like
meow.
Mexico.
Right, meow.
Where are our sound bites? We lost all our sound bites, or what happened?
I don't know.
Did Lorenzo take your board away, or what happened?
Like Mexico. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. All right, we're back. Back in the saddle again. I like it. Lorenzo,
anyway,
good job. It's about freaking time you do something for the podcast.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in like a coon's age, but
Coon's age.
But I went rock crawling today, and
That's cool.
it was fun.
Did you roll over?
Did
you die?
Times, but I didn't die. Many times I rolled. I was even just driving out in the middle of the lawn at high speeds, and it just all of a sudden rolled. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Was it as scary as Medusa at King of the Hammers?
Not quite. But I did have 4-point harness in the yard seat in the
You
seat
did.
in the
You
backyard.
did. You were strapped into your lawn chair.
I was strapped in. No, that Medusa trail scared the shit out of me. I know it caught your attention. That's for sure.
It got my attention. When I put on my harnesses, it's getting fucking Western, and it got Western, man. Oh, man. That was good, though. So, well, cool. I'm glad you got some wheeling in today. I did not today, but yesterday I did. I got some wheeling in.
Oh, yeah?
I got the rubber band douche coop out. We had some special guests. People actually come and visit me now that I live in Nevada.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if it's just I guess not to take it personally, because not too many people visited me in San Jose, but now everybody wants to visit me now. I'm like Mr. Popular here in Nevada.
It's the new thing. It's the new toy.
So it's all about location. So I don't know. I'm going to have to put a gate up and start taking reservations because, Anyways, no, it was fun. So Carlos and Kim from TAC One Fab came up this weekend, and they're out. They wanted to search the area for some future, endeavors and see. And so I said, yeah, come on up. We got, spare bedroom, and come check out the Nevada life. And so they had a ball, and they went out and did a little tour of the area yesterday, and then they got back, and I said, hey, our buddy Keith was over here. Keith.
Yeah.
And he was out at Hammers and stuff, and so I said, hey, we gotta do a little douche coop run on Saturday. The weather's going to be great. And it was like 62 freaking degrees out here, which may sound cold to some, but that's warm for Nevada in February.
Yeah, no, yesterday it was over 70 down here.
Yeah, everywhere was like nice on the western range here. And so we went out and we did a 20-mile loop, and we got up into the pine nuts, these bushy pine trees that are up behind me here, and got into some snow, a little bit of mud, and not much dust at all. Obviously, things were on the moisture side, but not muddy. It was great. There was a couple, like say, puddles with mud here and there, but it was freaking awesome. And went out and did that loop, and even Carlos says, okay, I kind of understand why people like these things now, because they're so damn capable. Right. And Kim rode with me, and she's like, oh my God, it's so smooth, right? And I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, I got some wheeling in, and that was fun. It's still surreal to me to be able to drive right out of my house and go, off-road. Mm-hmm. And then pop right back into the neighborhood, right back to my house. I'm like, this is freaking cool. So, yeah, so we they had a good time, had a nice dinner and some whiskey last night. And Carlos plays the guitar. Did you know that? Little fun fact.
I did not know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
Surprised me because he's like a cowboy.
Right, so. Right.
You guys have like cowboy beans or whatever? Like
no.
Scene out of Caddyshack, not Caddyshack.
No,
Blazing
you're thinking
Saddles.
of Blazing Saddles. Mr. Taggart, I think you've had enough. Yeah, so there's old Pickle Rick brought a guitar up here and set it in the living room, and so everybody's been playing it when they come in. I'm finding out all these musical friends that I have that I didn't know knew how to play the guitar. So
Well, you have enough alcohol, you might even be able to play it.
I don't think so. I'm not very good. I'm not very musically artist inclined at all. So I can spin wrenches, but I can't tune a fish or tune a guitar. What do they say? Tuna colada?
Tuna colada. Yeah, I don't know. You might be surprised.
Yeah.
There's a video for that. You can just download a YouTube.
Well, I know the
video
YouTube is
learn
great.
to play guitar. It's all about chords. It's
cutting edge. Was it called Cutting Edge Engineering? I think that's what it was that Carlos was watching this morning on YouTube.
What chord is this?
I don't know. That's G, F. That's the FU chord. We were told we need to do video YouTube for our podcast, so I think we might have to.
Well, you can start editing that nightmare.
I ain't going to edit shit. We're just going to let it roll. It'll be raw. It'll be wheeling wine or whiskey in the raw. How about that?
Oh yeah, we're going to hell in a handbasket after that happens.
So this there's so many different cool YouTube channels out there, and this one, Carlo, I think it was called Cutting Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Engineering or something. The guy's out of Australia and he rebuilds he's a machinist and he rebuilds all this shit. And oh my God, he was tearing apart a huge hydraulic ram for like a big dozer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is cool. So now I found another YouTube channel to take a deep dive on. And with that said, this was something I wanted to talk about a couple weeks ago. And luckily my iPhone here, I can take notes in. I don't know if you can do that with your phone. Can you do that?
Yeah, believe it or not, I can. But we'll get into some issues with my phone.
I know. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But so there's this YouTube IG channel. I don't know if he has YouTube, but it's called Dorm Room Mechanic.
Oh, that can't be good,
dude. So this kid is building a fucking LS motor in his dorm room. He's built this LS motor in his fucking dorm room. He's got 432 followers, 432,000 followers.
Oh, I saw a whole 432.
It's just a couple more than us, but Andrew Schaefer is his name. Go follow him. It's dorm_room_mechanic, and it is highly freaking entertaining to watch this kid, what he's doing in a fucking dorm room. I don't know what college it is or what's going on. You kind of wonder, like, he can't reveal it, right? Or does he? I don't know, because you think the dorm room monitor would find out and shut him down, but
I'm sure his parents are stoked that their tuition money is going towards paying.
Well, no, that's cool. I mean, hey, if you're going to college and you build a fucking V8 in your dorm room, that's pretty fucking cool, because as you know, dorm rooms are not very, mechanically equipped to be rebuilding engines in.
No, especially if you're rolling a freaking Mac toolbox in.
So what's going to be awesome is when he, fires this thing off for the first time in the dorm room. So
you got a little test bench.
I don't know. This is good. So anyway,
I wonder if the Snap-on tool truck pulls into the parking lot there to give him tools or what.
Yeah, and he's very resourceful.
What's the engine for?
I don't know what it's for. I've followed some posts here recently, but it's like pistons are in. It's like just needs to put the heads on it and the intake, and this thing's ready to go, man. So it's pretty fucking cool. So, anyways,
I can tell you this. My older brother and I we rebuilt a Volkswagen Rabbit diesel engine in our apartment in Santa Clara way back in the day, and we removed the engine in the carport in the apartment complex and moved it into the inside and tore it down.
Shit.
And obviously our the apartment manager wasn't overly thrilled with us at the time.
Bet.
But we took once we got all the accessories off the engine, we took it to Bug Foreman's in Sunnyvale, I believe, and they did the machine work on it.
Oh, yeah.
and then we got it picked up, and that's a great story because my younger brother Pat listens to the show and he'll remember this vividly. But when we got news that the engine was ready for us to pick up, my buddy Jay and I and my younger brother Pat happened to be visiting. We we went to pick the engine up at the place, and Pat, my younger brother, sat in the back of the truck with the engine to
No
hold
way.
it up while we were driving back from the machine shop back to our apartment. Yeah.
Oh my
He'll
god.
he'll comment on that. That was some crazy days back in the late it must have been the early 90s back then, but might have been 1990.
That's freaking awesome.
So, but that Volkswagen Rabbit diesel engine, that thing was a little workhorse, man. The thing got like 50 miles to the gallon too, but so it can be done. Whether it's a dorm room or an apartment complex, apartment. People make shit happen. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. So, and I mean, who would have thought that 432,000 people would be interested in LS Motor getting built in the dorm room? But yeah, there's like Rodney Muller's follow him, Jay Barry, SXOR, Justin Wicks, Lee from Cruising to Camp, Motorhead skier Horton.
Oh,
I'm like, all these people are following this guy. Why am I just finding this? Hello, people. Let's share this shit.
Well,
I guess they don't have podcasts to talk about it.
I'm not even following Instagram anymore. So
no, you go hot and cold on Instagram.
I checked out. I logged off.
Good for you.
I didn't cancel my account, but I have left the chat.
Okay. Did somebody piss you off? Did somebody Karen you? You got Karened.
That's right.
Okay.
Too many dick pics. But
hey, Jesus criminy, what the hell are you following? I don't even want to know. No, I didn't ask the question.
Right, you don't know.
Care. All right, let's get into some voicemails. Let's change this up real quick. We got to get caught up.
We don't have nearly as many as the Snail Boys, do we?
I don't know. I haven't listened to them in a while. Okay, this is back in January, so we're getting caught up. It's February, so we're doing okay.
Have you heard this one?
I have not. I got 3 here I have not heard from.
Well, let me get the freaking beep button ready.
Get ready. And it's, of course, it's going to take me 3 tries to get this thing going because...
Yeah, because it's a fucking iPhone.
Oh, that's it. Right? And go.
Hey, Jason and Chris. I had a question for you. I know as far as vehicles, when you make a vehicle out of multiple makes and models, you put a Cummins motor in a Ford and you call it a Cummins, or Chevy motor in a Toyota, you call it a Toilet or a Chavoda.
Yeah.
What do you call one? Toyota body, Ford front axle, Ford gas tank, Chevy motor, Chevy transfer case, and then you also got Jeep in there with transfer case. So a little bit of mismatch of everything. What do you call that? Toilet? Four-lay? I don't know. I was kind of hoping you guys might go help me out. Might be a little confusing for you guys as well, but worth a shot. I can't figure it out because it's no longer a toilet because it's got more Ford in it and Jeep, but I always forget about the Jeep part. That's the only part that really is pretty small in there. Let me know. Curious. All right. Have a good one.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know who that is.
No, he didn't identify himself.
No, they didn't. 707 area code. So at least here's the number one rule when you're introducing yourself or talking to somebody: say your name. Who are you? But that's pretty funny. I'm going to say a mutt, a mongrel. What do you? I don't know.
I'm going to call it dementia.
Hodgepodge. What's the Spanish word for hodgepodge?
Dementia.
Dementia. Okay, that's dementia. That wasn't that. No, I guess say that. Wait. I better go there. So yeah, like Jeep actually did that. They took a bunch of different parts that were after the war and put shit together. So I don't know, man. I know what it is. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Oh, but it totally does not apply because it's the same vehicle but different years. I was thinking of Johnny Cash, One Piece at a Time. Johnny Cash that shit, but that was all the same vehicle but different years.
Okay.
Right? You remember that song, One Piece
No.
at a Time? And you don't know Johnny Cash, One Piece
No,
at a
I
Time?
don't listen to Johnny
I don't even
Cash.
know you anymore. Podcast over. We're out. Lorenzo, pack your fucking bags. We're out.
If it was Led Zeppelin or AC/DC or Pink Floyd, I'd be all
Johnny
over it.
Cash, please tell me you've heard this song where he's like,
Maybe.
it's
I mean,
49, 59, 69.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Don't ask me to name a song, but I've heard them.
Okay. Well, there you go. Because if you hadn't heard that song, we're no longer friends. We can't
That's
be
fine.
friends anymore. All right, so that's what I got. I don't know. You got anything to add to that?
Not really. I mean, it's it's a bastard,
It's
really.
a bastard. It's a redheaded stepchild. Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, I'd love to see a picture of it. Send it over to us.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Just
email
gonna send
us,
it.
Jason at Wheeler Wine and Whiskey, Chris at Wheeler Wine and Whiskey, or you can
.com.
DM me at IG Wheeler Wine and Whiskey. All right, here's the next one.
All right.
Okay, I recognize this number. Here we go. You ready?
Oh, it sounds like trouble.
What's going on, Jason and Chris?
Hey guys.
It's Evolve Racing,
Oh, Keith
And
and
Natalie.
Melissa.
banging and clanging, and Jason, it is not a Toyota, so stop referring to us as a Toyota. It is a Chevy S10
I corrected him.
with a Tesla motor.
Just
Right.
a little modified.
So, but we're getting ready for Hammers. We're going to catch you guys definitely on the lake bed. We got a podcast lined up, and we're getting everything good to go. We just figured let everybody know we will be down there. We are in Hammertown this year. Unfortunately, we're not camping with you guys in the fabulous Hammertown Heights
Pretty
estate.
fucking fabulous.
We will be in the
That was
Dust Bowl
good.
this year of Hammertown.
So we're going to be located at Garage Space 326 on Answell Way, right outside of Main Gate 2. We're going to be right in the dust pit, but I'm sure you'll find us. We're the only
It wasn't real
EV out
dusty
there.
this year.
We're going to
It
be right
was.
behind a lot of Toyotas.
Yota.
But don't worry, we're not a Toyota. We're a Chevy. Come on, get it right.
Okay, Natalia.
But catch us down there. We'll see you guys at Hammers.
We might have some
Sweet.
whiskey for you, too. Who knows?
Talk to you later.
I got some wine for Natalie.
So we're time
Oh my
traveling.
So we're time traveling. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. And this just in, they completed lap 1 of
They did.
KOH 2024. Congratulations. It is official. They were the one and only EV to do the first lap of KOH. So congrats on that, guys. Of course, if you have not listened, you need to go back and listen to, was a couple episodes ago, we had Keith, Melissa,
Episode
Natalia,
246.
246, and Eric Amato from Radial Dynamics. And
That's
that was,
right.
That was a knowledge bomb on power steering, and I'm super excited about what's coming in the future because this electro hydraulic steering that they're fucking dialing in is it's a game changer once they get it that we can put it in our buggies.
It's all about electrons, man.
It is ones, zeros, and electrons. And
My
batteries.
buggy has electric power steering.
Yours does. It does. Well, that's good. Yeah. No, good hearing from you guys. And sorry, we're just getting your email now, but it's been a little hectic. Getting
We're a
ready
little
for
bit-
Hammers
we're a
and
little bit
Hammers
behind.
hangover, and here we are. We're still talking about Hammers. So, and we got some more interviews we're trying to nail down, and people are so damn busy, and us included. So,
Well, they're trying to get caught up with real life, you know.
I think so.
Everybody has
adulting
has
sucks.
regular day jobs when they get back from their 3-week trip to, King of the Hammers. Because the people that
Yeah.
travel across country, I mean, it's like it takes them a few days to get there.
I already know of 2 cars being built for 2025 Hammers. They're already started. They're ahead of the game. And
Wow,
I'm excited.
When you say 2025, that makes it so real.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
I mean, I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that it's 2024.
I know.
I mean, I didn't even think I'd live this long.
Well, there you go. Perfect. All right. So you got that going, which is nice.
Right? Every day's a bonus for me right now.
There you go. All right. You ready for
You
the
got,
next
you got one more?
I got one more.
Oh, shit.
This is from January also. Here we go.
January.
Jason, Chris. Hey guys, I saw Tyler's Instagram post on trying to put his permit in the enclosed trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, guys, when you're at KOH, you guys got to talk him into making the doors removable. We all know why it's important for Tyler to make the doors removable on his 4Runner, but just don't say it out loud. Just keep it a secret. I think we can get this done. Have a good day.
All right, so I'm trying to
We don't
think.
talk about Toyotas on our show.
We don't talk about Toyotas except that they suck. I wonder. Oh, no, wait a minute. Why would again? We don't know who this is. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
Well, it's somebody that listens to Snail Trail, that's for sure.
Well, so that's questionable judgment on their behalf, right there.
Well, I listen to Snail Trail, so I'm questionable.
Well, of course you are. And then not and making the doors removable.
He won't do it because he won't be able to run his AC.
No, and he smashed up his doors. Yeah, I think that's what he's referring to. But yeah, Well, I'd love to have you call back, identify yourself, and explain that one because unfortunately, KOH is coming past.
Do they even have like mirror relocation kits for doorless Toyota 4Runners?
Like side mirror?
Yeah, you know how side view mirror. I mean, like Jeeps, there's all sorts of side view mirror relocation kits for Jeeps, and I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, to keep it street legal and whatnot, but I guess a lot of those guys just put like tube doors on or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't follow the Toyota world and aftermarket shit.
Last Toyota I owned was a Celica way back in the day.
There you go.
That's not going to happen again.
So,
wait, that's not true. I owned a Toyota Sienna. What the fuck? I hated that thing too.
That was terrible. That thing was horrible.
Yeah. 66,000 miles of the transmission failure. You fucking kidding me? Toyota suck.
Lorenzo, that's it? Okay, we got 3 voicemails that we can play. He deleted 2 of them apparently.
Oh, he muted
He said
us.
they were not. What?
You muted all the Toyota talk? What?
Why? Yeah, and you leave the Toyota one. He said he deleted something. What? A Hummer H3? What? Oh, electric Hummer or something. I don't know.
You got a Hummer?
I can't even. Do you speak English? Do you speak English in what?
Lorenzo got a Hummer?
He did. Did you? No, he didn't.
Oh.
Maybe he did. I don't know. Anyways,
are we talking about vehicles or are we talking about something else?
Hey, here we go. So, we've just got this thing's going off the rails here.
Holy shit.
Trying to reel it back. Hey.
Yeah. It's for horses.
And donkeys.
Jackasses.
So let's move on here.
You want to move on?
I do.
I think it's good.
So what phone number do they call if they want to leave a voicemail, Chris?
You can call 408-800-5169. That's 408-800-5169.
That's correct.
Leave a voice message and be sure to identify yourself when you leave a message.
Let us know who you are. Or make up a name at least.
Yeah, it could be, Raquel Welch or some shit like that.
Vinny Boombots.
Dr. Bombats.
You could be what's some of the Simpson from the Simpsons when they're crank calling the bar? Is Amanda there? Amanda hug and kiss? And then Mo's all, hey, I need a Amanda hug and kiss.
Oh my God.
You heard that? Seymour Butts.
Has anybody seen Mike?
Mike.
No.
Mike Hunt? Was that the one? Mr. Hunt? All right. Boy, why do you keep going to the gutter tonight?
Well, it's
just straight up.
Probably because I drank 4 bottles of wine earlier.
Yeah, you got into the juice pretty hard this afternoon.
Yeah, me and our friend Ira. I bought some Sandos at Mr. Pickles and
Mr. Pickles. Did you get the Tom Turkey?
I did.
Oh yeah, the good
I
Tom
did.
turkey. They put
Man,
a
those
lot
sa-
of meat in there.
Those sandwiches got expensive, dude. Holy
Yeah,
crap!
everything's expensive.
It's stupid.
Everything's expensive.
Went over there and just started imbibing heavy quantities of wine. We did open 4 bottles amongst 3 of us, and I had to call a friend to get home. Actually,
That's more than a bottle a piece if you're drinking equally.
Yeah, I had to call my wife, and she picked me
Wow.
up. My truck is still
Uber.
on the other side of town.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I'm being responsible. This is a
You don't
PSA.
need it.
Don't
you got
drink and drive.
tonight's your Friday. Tonight's
That's
your
right.
Friday, right?
Absolutely. Well,
So there you go.
Tonight's my Saturday.
Oh, well, so it's even better.
It's
Saturday
even better.
nights.
I get one more night. So, but yeah, hey, we got reviews too. We want to cover.
Oh, yeah, let's get into those.
We're way behind in our business. That's for
Well,
sure.
we're
This is
getting
kind
caught
of
up. We've been busy.
It's kind of a business catch up. I know the last one we read was from Grande Penguino, I think, and you met him.
I met him
on the slopes, right?
I met him at North Star. Yeah, he's a groomer at North Star, and he gets off work at 9, and the resort opens at 9, and I got to meet him up at the resort, and that was cool.
Right on. Well, we won't read his review again, but so we've got 1, 2, 3. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3. I think 5 or 6 to read. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but
let's do
maybe
it.
we'll do it all. We'll get them all. We'll get totally.
Let
caught
me look
up.
them up. Let me see if I can read a couple.
You want to read a few?
I don't know. I got to look them up though.
Go to you know where to go.
Apple.
Yeah,
iTunes.
Apple.
Oh
iTunes.
wait, I just happen to have an Apple phone. Look at this.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh, let's go to the.
You're part of that cult. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
All right, first one we're gonna read is from Yoda Chuck at Yoda Chuck via Apple Podcasts, and it's titled "Best Number One Podcast." And it goes like this. Been listening for years. Thanks for the Factor 55 Pro link. Love all the content, even the Jeep talk. Want to hear more about Nevada wheeling? All of us want to leave California just like Jason.
Yes.
Keep up the good work. And Toyotas suck. I tell you.
Nice.
Rover Don has started something. That's
Was
for sure.
that Rover Don? No. Who was that?
No, it's not Rover Don, but Rover Don started the whole Toyota suck thing.
Who
This is Yoda Chuck. I don't know who Yoda Chuck is, but he's
Chuck,
at Yoda Chuck, and he says Toyota suck. I don't know.
That's good. I agree. I like Yoda Chuck. I mean, maybe he's Yoda Yo-O. I can't even fucking spell right now. The Y-O-D-A, like, Yoda.
It's Yota, Y-O-T-A.
Oh,
Chuck. I don't know.
Okay, I was
Whatever.
trying to figure it out. I don't know either.
So that's cool. Thank you, Yoda Chuck. Appreciate the compliments there.
Yes.
And then next up on the list is what the turkey is going on here.
What the turkey is going on? Okay.
And that's from Max is Cool 85. Max is Cool 85 by Apple Podcasts. And he says, holy moly, what have I stumbled upon? These two guys and their guests are hilarious. Very good podcast for the cost. Yeah, the cost of nothing.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Right on.
That's a great, quick and easy and short to the point review. I like it.
I got that.
You got, are you caught up? Can you read anything yet? Or
I see one.
Which one do you see?
It's by Talon Writers.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and read that one.
You want me to read that one?
Sure.
It's titled Miss That Place, 5-star review.
Uh-huh.
It says, hey, guys, my name is Rick. Hey, thanks for introducing yourself, Rick. Rick Pierce. It's nice to put a name with a voicemail or a review here or a face, right?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, my name is Rick Pierce, and I enjoy listening to Off-Road Podcast. And when I discovered yours, I was thrilled to find out you guys operate at my old stomping grounds. And even more thrilled, you're friends with one of my old wheeling buddies. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Jason Berger.
Woohoo!
Truckee native there. I met Jason at Kings Beach when he was just getting started in wheeling in his dad's little Jeep. We ran Rubicon and Sierra Trek many times. Love your podcast. It's definitely the best I've found. Thanks, Rick.
That's awesome.
That's cool. That's
Talon
Hitting His
Rider
Burger.
via Apple Podcasts.
It's
Cool.
a small world in the four-wheeling arena here.
Heck yeah. That's cool. He knows Jason Berger, one of the
Berger.
Jasons. There's too many
The
Jasons out there.
CrossFit Sally.
CrossFit Sally, absolutely.
Holy smokes, that CrossFit workout. Were you there? Did you? No, you weren't there yet.
I hadn't arrived yet. It would have killed me. I would have been dead.
It was Johnny did it. I told you Johnny did it, and he was gassed, man, and it was no fucking joke. It was exhausting just watching him.
Well, he had to leave for a few days to recover.
He did. He was in like a cryotherapy tank or something. Yeah,
one of those isolation salt baths.
Right.
So, all right, cool. Well, thank you so much for that. We have 2 more.
Okay.
We got this from Dirt D8 Adventures. Dirt D8 Adventures. Wow, I don't know. It's a 5-star review. Not terrible, it's titled. Okay. And then it goes like this. Been listening for a while now, and by far the best off-road podcast out there. The kids at Snail Trail desperately try to keep up, but in typical Toyota fashion, fall behind. I like it.
That's good. That's a good review there. Thank you. That's a good one.
Stuff. That's good stuff. And then we got one more.
There we go. See?
From Rod W89G via Apple Podcasts. And it looks like he's out of Australia. So we got another Aussie.
Ooh, good day, mate.
And it's titled Great for Laughs and Entertaining. And it's a 5-star review. A really enjoyable podcast on wheeling. Just don't expect anything Toyota related. Of course not.
Nope.
And then it helps pass the time while out chipping weeds in the paddock. Time for YouTube, boys. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
You can edit that one, Jason.
Oh, he said YouTube. He wants us to do YouTube.
Yeah, time for YouTube. Well, we have faces for radio.
And he was chipping weeds? Is he using like a wedge or
I don't
what's
know.
he doing?
Is that Aussie
That must be
terminology?
Justin Koo, phone in and let us know what that means. Chipping weeds.
We need a translator here.
I mean, I'm sure it's like chopping weeds or weed whacking. Maybe it's a weed whacker. They call it a weed chipper.
What's a paddock?
Paddock's a horse arena, right?
I don't know.
Something to do with horses.
Okay.
It's pasture. Horse
pasture.
paddock.
Okay.
Yeah. I've heard that before.
We need some translator action going on.
But I've never chipped a weed. I've chipped a golf ball.
I've chipped ice, but for my drink.
God. So that's awesome. I love the worldwide reach, man. So
Isn't
fucking
that cool?
So thanks for listening. Thanks for taking the time to write a review. Please, if you haven't written a review yet, please do. If you have written a review and I haven't sent you a sticker, DM me at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey on IG and give me an address, a name and an address.
That's kind of important.
I'll slap a stamp on an envelope and throw a little sticker swag pack in there. I've got more than just Wheeling Wine and Whiskey stickers. And those of you that have done this, written a review, and then DM me on IG, you get more than just one sticker. There's a variety. And right now I'm looking at...
Right meow?
I've got I got a bunch of loose and lost stickers that they hooked me up with.
Oh,
I've got and I got drag axle matter stickers here on my desk.
Axles, yeah.
I got Portal Pro stickers on my desk. I've only got one of these. Can't give that away. Oh, I got the 40. The 40.
The 40?
Here. The 40. Oh, and look at this. Big Tire Garage. I found some Ian Johnson stickers, but I got a bunch of stickers.
Two things. I didn't get one of those stickers, and I didn't get one of the hologram stickers for us when we were at KOH.
Oh, well, those are limited edition.
I think the co-host should have one. I really do.
Yeah, I've got some of those left.
All right. Very cool. Yeah, definitely reach out to Jason at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey on the IG so you can get some stickers. And also, we've been very remiss in reminding our listeners that you can support the show directly by going to irate4x4.com.
Yes.
And, registering there. It's a free to register at irate4x4. And it's just like the old Pirate 4x4, but better, much more better.
Yes.
Forums, and you can get all sorts of great information if you're building a rig or if you have any questions regarding technical stuff, or it's an awesome place to go to just get tons of information. But one of the coolest place at iRate 4x4 just happens to be the watch, listen, and discuss section, which is, you scroll down a little bit and it's easy to find. And you can continue to search in there, and you find the Wheeling Wine Whiskey podcast there. Click on that, and you can see all of our episodes, the comments, there's some discussions going on different episodes. And on the right side of the screen below our big logo there, you can see there's a way for you to support the show directly by subscribing and becoming part of the Barrel Society. You have any comments on that, Jason?
Join now.
Join.
Act now, and we'll throw in a Ginsu knife set.
No Ginsu knives.
We don't have Ginsu knife sets to give away?
But we have 3 tiers, the Wheeling 101, which is $5 a month. And then we have the Barrel Select level, which is $10 a month. And we have the Old Elk Club at $20 per month.
That's right.
And there's monthly subscriptions, and you can also pay annually. And all that stuff is on the right side of the screen under on the Watch, Listen, and Discuss and the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey podcast. Ignore the other podcasts that you see there. They're not important.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
No, and I will add that we give till it hurts here at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, and we gave out a cool little gift over the holidays to our Old Elk members. So
that's right.
It's not a set thing that happens every 3 months, but we do give back, and we do appreciate any and all support because this shit ain't free, and this isn't our day job.
Nope.
We do it because we love it, and it's great. But if you want to help us out, buy us a whiskey.
Buy Lorenzo some new shoes, hoof shoes. What are they? Horseshoes.
He needs like a little sweater, like one of those ugly Christmas sweaters or something to wear. He's been a cold ass. When it snows, he does not go outside. He does not like the snow at all.
Just let his fur grow out. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he just gets all mangy.
So gotta build a barn. You got to build a barn for him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a manger. How about a manger?
House.
Get a manger.
He's got the house. No. Anyways, all right. Well, that's right. So help us out. Help me help you.
All right, right.
Help you. All right. What else we got here? Oh, shit. Did you? I know you just bought a rock car, but don't you want to buy an Ultra 4 car?
Not
proven
really. I can't afford
Ultra 4 car. Did you see? This was back. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Darian Gomez is selling the UFO car.
Really?
Yep, for $250,000.
That's just a drop in the bucket for you, buddy.
$250,000.
Yeah,
doesn't it sound better? $250,000.
It sounds less than 250,000. It's less words.
So that's cool. So that ain't gonna happen here. But it doesn't hurt to dream.
Is he building? He must be getting a new car, huh?
I don't know what's going on. There's always something going on in the Gomez camp.
How did he place this last year? I can't even remember. Was he a DNF or? I'm not going to look it up.
I don't want to have misinformation like snail trail, so I don't know 100%. Lorenzo is saying, yeah, he DNF'd, but I think he had a car problem. Will you look that up, Lorenzo?
Get on that.
What do you mean your computer's dead? We just bought you a new computer. We just bought him a new computer.
Buy him an ass Mac.
I think there's about 6 times during this podcast that you've taken it straight to the gutter. But who's counting? Maybe it's a drinking game.
Maybe.
When Chris takes it to the gutter, take a drink.
Hi, Bob.
Speaking of drinks, you asked me what I was drinking earlier.
Yeah, before the show, in the pre-show. Oh, Frey Ranch. Is that the rye?
No, it's a special edition. Uncut. 125.96 proof.
Oh, man, that's like 62.5% alcohol.
64.48%. Yeah, it's a good one here. The flavor is insane. It's so good. It's barrel, freaking straight out of the barrel, single barrel. So I got to visit Frey Ranch last weekend.
That's what you said.
I had to run up there for a little reconnaissance mission, and I was in Fallon, Nevada, which is about an hour and a half from the great area of Minden Gardnerville here. And so I they're only open on Saturday in the winter, so I go, we got to check this out. So my uncle and I went over there and go into the tasting room, and it's like a typical tasting room at any winery or anything, and just belly up to the bar, and they start pouring whiskey, and they had a bunch of whiskeys to try. And the great thing is in Nevada, it flows, right? Because in California, you go to and I really want to go back there to Georgetown, the distillery there that does the Rubicon rye.
You're talking about Georgetown.
Yeah. What's the name of that distillery? It's
you're not talking about
Rubicon rye. They do the Rubicon rye.
I don't have any of that stuff.
You've been there with me. It's a great spot, but you only get a total of 3 ounces or something.
Well, that's California rule. Same with Hunter House and Dry Diggings and all those
I was going to
places.
say we ran across that. Well, not in Nevada, the land of the free here. They were pouring, and so they had their regular, bourbon, and they had the uncut, and then they had the rye. But what they had that I never had before from them was 100% wheat. And that was good. I ended up buying a bottle of that. And then they had 100% oat.
Oat?
Oat. O-A-T. Oat.
Like oatmeal?
Like Quaker Oats. Like what a horse eats oats.
Wow.
I tasted it, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. And I look over to my uncle, and then I look over to the guy next to me that we were having a conversation, because he was a Frey Ranch fan and had the bourbon and the uncut and the rye before. And, of course, everybody loves the rye. They're like, oh, I'm not a rye fan, but they try the Frey Ranch rye and go, well, that's pretty freaking good. And so we got this oat, and I'm smelling it and taste it and smell it and taste it. And I'm like, I look at them and I go, this must be what a horse feels like. I mean, if a horse was to drink whiskey, this is what it would drink. It is oaty. I mean, it tastes like fucking oats. It smelled like oats. It tastes like oats. I was like, this is wild. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it.
You didn't buy any, did you?
I didn't buy any of the oat. I should have bought you some though, just to try.
I gotta try it. But did they have splits or anything, or was it all full?
They were splits. They were 375s. And then they did a quad malt.
Quad malt.
Yeah, so they malted, 4 different varieties. So corn, wheat. I don't think they had the oat in that one. They had the corn, the wheat, a rye, and maybe barley or something. And that was actually pretty good. And then they had a malted corn bourbon that was really good. I should have bought a bottle of that, but and then of course the single barrel. And so, we're doing the tasting, and they do these tours every 45 minutes or so. So it was coming up on the next tour. So I go, hey, let me settle up with you, and I'm going to go on the tour. And then she goes, no, there's no tasting fee. I go, really? There's no tasting fee? She goes, oh, would you like to fill it? And they're serving you in Glencairn glasses too, nice, true whiskey glasses.
Sure. Yeah.
And she goes, would you like something for the tour? And I go, well, yeah, I'll have some more of that uncut, please. So she poured me 2 fingers of the uncut.
Really?
And I stroll on over to the tour, my uncle and I, and we did the tour. Cool, a little half an hour tour going through their process of making whiskey in a cool facility, the barrel house and everything. So definitely got to get Colby and oh my God, what's her name? On the podcast, husband and wife team. It is cool. I bet it is a ranch. It is their farm. He's 5th generation, I believe, Colby. And it is one of 3 distilleries in the United States that is, basically farm to table, right? Like estate, quote unquote, estate grown. So they grow their own grain, they process their own grain,
Really?
they distill their own grain, they bottle their own grain. So there's only 2 other places besides Frey, so 3 total in the United States that do that.
Interesting.
So there's wineries that are estate grown, right?
Of course,
Same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They're growing the grapes, they're processing, they're making the wine, blah blah blah. But it's not common because, let's face it, it takes a lot of acreage to grow a bunch of grain to, make your whiskey. So
Especially if you're doing multiple grains.
right. And a little fun fact: they used to make wine. They had some vineyards that they tried out there, but the great state of Nevada is not good for wine grapes. So the wine didn't do fare so well. But
So everything is
Colby-
done in Fallon. They got acreage
Yep.
for all the
Yes.
grains, and
yeah,
really?
that's what their farm was. It's grain farmer.
Interesting. I think,
Yeah,
'cause
and
that's
they
high
actually-
desert. I mean,
They
it's,
actually provide grain for Japan.
Really?
So for the I'm assuming for the Wagyu, cattle,
how many acres do they work?
it's a lot. I think it's 1 million acres.
No,
No,
you didn't
but
get 1
it's a lot. It
million.
is. I mean, Fallon, Nevada is all ranches, and it's cool.
It's out in the
We
middle
ate
of
a
fucking
neat restaurant
nowhere.
there. It is. It's out there, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
nice.
So, anyways, so we're gonna have to, you come on up one weekend, and we'll take a field trip out there, and hopefully we can get them on the podcast and find out
great.
more about Frey Ranch. But I haven't had a Frey Ranch I didn't like, except for the oat that was a little questionable. But
Yeah, now I want to try.
that was
it
one of their
now.
craft.
I've never had an oat bourbon or whiskey.
Yeah, no, it
That
was.
sounds unique as hell.
It was
so
unique.
cool.
It was unique.
And I had oatmeal this morning for breakfast, but
Well, see, you could have put some whiskey in that.
right. Well, that's cool. That's like a nice
Yeah.
little field trip for you. I know you're
It was
adventuring up there as you enjoy your life and whatnot. So that's cool.
my Nevada life.
Your Nevada life. I'm not nearly as exciting as you in my world, but one of the things I did, and I'm gonna. This is a PSA for listeners of podcasts. Google Podcast. I know your iPhone people can all tune out right now, but anybody that works
All right,
in the
Lorenzo,
Android
let's go.
that works in the Android world, you probably see if you listen to your podcast on an Android phone, you've probably gotten a message from Google Podcast saying they're going to discontinue, support for that application or app on your phone in April. So they're shifting everybody over to YouTube Music. And I did the transition a week or so ago to YouTube Music, and it was an exercise in frustration by unbelievable level of frustration for me. I've been super happy with Google Podcasts, the app that Google provided to listen to podcasts. It's been great. It's been been using it for years. And then in true Google form, they are always fucking things up that are if it's broke, they feel like they need to fix it, or if it's not broken, they feel like they need to fix it, and they break it. So I started using YouTube Music to listen to the podcasts that I like, whether it's tech news or tech whatever. I listen to a shitload of them.
Right.
And what was cool about Google Podcasts is you could put everything in your queue, and it would just never ended. Once you finished an episode, it would automatically downloaded episodes. It automatically play the next one, and if you didn't like what you were listening to, you could hit a button, and it would delete it and move on to the next podcast. It was seamless and wonderful. Well, of course, they decided it was too good to be true, so they blew it away, or are going to blow it away. So I went through the process of trying. So this YouTube Music is a fucking clusterfuck. It just is. It's half baked. It sucks. And I'm like, so I'm over it. So I did some research to find a new podcast player so I could listen to podcasts on my earbuds or in my truck as I'm driving to and from work or on road trips. And I came across Podcast Addict.
Oh, I've heard of them.
It's a great. So I
Are
just
we on
fin-
there?
Oh
Or
yeah,
how's that work?
we're on there. So
Oh.
it's well, our,
Cool.
I mean, I found us on there no problem. So it works great. So I downloaded Podcast Addict on my phone. I searched and installed and subscribed to all the podcasts I like. Kind of have to start from scratch to find out, because I mean some of the podcasts I listen to have been on the air for over 10 years, so it's
Yeah.
literally thousands of episodes. So you got to go through and tell it to skip all those. I don't want to listen to those.
Get
And
to where you're current.
so and that's the thing that frustrated me the most, is basically starting from scratch, losing a lot of my cues and playlists. And this is where Google is they're blind. They don't get it. The level of frustration they cause people in their world. They just don't care, I guess. But I don't know. I mean,
Well, it's
like I
their
said,
world. We're just living in it.
that's right. So if you're an Android listener, and I know there's a lot of them that are Android user, and I know there's a lot. I know there's a lot of iPhone users, and you guys can just go about your business and do whatever. But us people that are more enlightened and smarter, we continue to we'll continue to struggle a little bit. But yeah, I would recommend Podcast Addict if you're going through the same struggle I was, to listen to your favorite shows.
Okay.
That's my PSA for this week.
PSA/rant.
That's a little bit of a rant, I guess, huh? It could be categorized as one. So.
I got a rant.
Oh, you do?
It's a Facebook Marketplace rant.
Oh shit! Join the club. What did you buy now?
Oh, it's what I tried to buy.
Oh,
So
blow up doll or something?
did I talk about this yet? I don't
No.
think I talked about this on the podcast.
No, I don't know.
So some tracks became available for Can-Am.
Tracks like
Tracks.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, like snowmobile tracks, but
Uh-huh.
for your side-by-side. So you turn your side-by-side into this over-the-snow freaking rig, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. So I, message the guy and go, hey, is it available? No, I didn't do that. Is this still available? I will not respond to, is this available? Because if the ad is up, it is available. No. So I said, hey, where you at? And he tells me he's in the, Auburn area or Grass Valley area. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so what's the story with these? And are they in good shape? And he's sending me all kinds of photos. And I'm like, damn, these are pretty good. And I was, conferring with my track specialist, Sick Nick at Avalanche Technical.
Nick
And
Bailey?
I go, hey, yeah, because there's a couple different types. So there's the type that's like a snowmobile that has what they call Hyfax.
Uh-huh.
So basically it needs snow to be lubricated. And
lubrication.
yeah, so that's how the higher end snowmobiles have Hyfaxes, and it's basically this plastic piece. But if it doesn't have snow hitting it, it gets hot and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
But then they make, ones with all these Buggy wheels that are all terrain. So you can go in mud, sand, snow, everything. I mean, they're more designed for snow, but if you, hitting some trails in the spring and going from pavement to, dirt to snow, they're going to not overheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what these were. And I go, okay, great. So we negotiate the price. We got a deal, right?
Yeah.
I said, okay, well, I can pick it up in a couple days, make arrangements to get down there, and great. So the night before, I just reconfirming. He goes, oh, I just sold them. I go, what? We had an agreement. I sold them. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for fucking playing. I'm like, well, I guess you don't do business like normal fucking businessmen and honor your fucking word. So Facebook Marketplace, I know everybody has a similar story, good, bad, or indifferent, right? But it's like, dude, fucking gentleman's handshake, whatever it is. I mean, I get it. You got something for sale and somebody brings you the money, but when you got an agreement and a solid time and date to meet. I rearranged my schedule to meet this fucker, and then he canceled on me hours before. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the deal. You got an agreement, and it's like if this deal, you tell the next person in line, if this falls through, you're the next. I'll call you.
How about? And this was the other thing. I'm like, dude, and he's like, well, I got some more money, and I'm like, well, you didn't even call me and give me an opportunity, right? We had a fucking deal, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay, good on you. You got more money, but let me fucking match it or go better or whatever, fucking business. But anyway, so I'm like, all right, I was fucking turned off. But then since then, I've made 3 other Facebook Marketplace purchases that have gone extremely well and great. And the most recent one, well, it wasn't technically Facebook Marketplace, but it was a friend of a friend of a friend type thing. But that, I got this 4-post lift for my garage, and now my rock buggy's sitting like fucking 6-7 feet in the air. It's kind of crazy walking out into the garage now, and I'm like, man, this is so much more room for activities, and I got to see the underside of my buggy for the first time since KOH and all the rock rash.
Oh,
but it's going to make it.
You should avoid rocks.
Rocks. I like rocks. It is insane. I'm just like, oh my God, this is going to be awesome for working on shit. I mean, all my rigs except for the Mustang are fucking, 4-wheel drive. So you just roll under there with a creeper and you can work on shit. But boy, it's nice to be able to stand up and work on shit underneath a rig, right? On a lift. I'm like, this is good. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Right on. Well, yeah. I mean, getting caught up on all of our antics for the last, we had a lot of business to conduct and get caught up on. I think we're current now on our voicemails and our reviews. And I know we still have a shit ton of content. We're trying to get caught up on KOH follow-ups with a bunch of people. God, there's just too many, not enough hours in the day and just too much going on. As we say, adulting can be kind of a drag. But be sure, listeners, that we are working on getting together with a bunch of people to talk to get their stories from King of the Hammers and other things that are going on in the off-road world. And we're also trying to get meet up with either vendors or whiskey and wine people, as always. And like we said, we'll try to get out to Frey Ranch and do that interview and meet with the owner.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the distiller.
There's more to come here on the Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey podcast. You know why, Chris? Because we give till it hurts.
That's right. That's right.
So, you got anything else? I think I'm going to save that for next time. That's going to be a lengthy conversation. I think it looks like that is all I have to talk about tonight. Lorenzo, you got anything else? Are you falling asleep over there?
He's drunk.
God, what a lazy ass.
Okay, well, we'll put a bow on this. So, I'm glad we got caught up. We're glad we were able to sit down and have a nice casual chat, as we always do. And if you want to get a hold of us, you can always email us, Jason at wheelingwinewhiskey.com or Chris at wheelingwinewhiskey.com. Don't forget about DMing us at Wheeling Wine Whiskey on the IG. You can also call us, like we mentioned earlier in the episode. The number is 408-800-5169. Again, that's 408-800-5169. And when you call, please identify yourself. And as always, listen,
we want to know who our fans are.
Yeah, we want to know who our fans are.
We met a lot of cool people at KOH. That was fun.
Hell yeah. It's like a parade of cool people rolling through our camp. And as we're walking through Hammertown, people are, hey, are you Chris? Cool. Hey, are you Jason?
That was cool. So
absolutely.
It was fun meeting all you that we got to meet out there. And looking forward to more fun times. Ultra Ford released their schedule and then re-release their schedule and change some dates around. So it's jacking with my calendar. I don't know. I'm hoping to make it out to Prairie City. We will see. Coming up here, I think it's in April now.
Yeah.
we will have some more KOH 2024 content coming because
Follow
we've
up.
got some teams to catch up with here.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going. So thank you for listening. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandmother to listen because there's something for everybody on here, you know? And yeah. And with that, keep crawling. Oh no, that's another podcast. And get a douche cue. Okay, wait, that's not that podcast either. What do we get? Well, I don't
Jason,
know.
are
No.
you confused? How many podcasts are you doing now?
No, Lorenzo's giving me the high hoof right now. He's wagging his tail and giving me the high hoof. All right. Well, at least he woke up.
Your teleprompter's broken.
It is. Okay. All right. Well, with that, Chris,
We're out.